afternoon. Thank you for joining me. My name is 𝘧𝘢𝘪𝘐, and I'm here to share with you a very important subject, and that is how to acquire God's rest. How can I acquire God's rest in my life? And it's just a few minute subject. You can only acquire the rest of God when you have faith in God. So God's rest can only be acquired when we put our faith in Him. The rest of God is not acquired by effort. It is rather acquired by having faith in God, knowing that the same God who promises all things is able to perform those things that He promises. And many people today are walking and are living in stress. The reason why they are living in stress is because they are walking in unbelief. Unbelief, so anxiety, fear, stress, and worries are the product of unbelief. The Bible says in the book of Hebrews chapter 3 verse 18, and to whom He did not swear, they would not enter His rest, but to those who did obey. So we see they could not enter because of unbelief. So they didn't enter the rest of God because of unbelief. So unbelief, it is something that gives us a sense of panic, a sense of stress, a sense of worries. Whenever you are worried about something, in other ways, you are looking at yourself as the product, as the source of a source of function, a source of provision, and all that you can ever imagine today. And that's why I'm here to tell you, the Bible says in the book of Romans chapter 1:17, the just shall live by faith. You just have to believe in God. And the Bible says in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7, that we do not walk by sight, but we walk by faith. So we can have our rest in God, knowing that the same God who promises all things will also perform them. So we don't have to stress ourselves, knowing that we have providence that God is able to do those things that He promises. So thank you for joining me.